system. I have with me Ravi Mohan Mishra, who's the founder of Aptrix Egg Classes, who is now joining us on the broadcast. Ravi, great to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for taking our time and joining us here on India Ahead. I want to begin by asking you, and of course, a lot of conversations happening today in the education sector. On one hand, you have students protesting against the dismissing of the plea which asked to postpone the NEET examinations. But on the other hand, you have a lot of work happening by the government in the education space, which we saw is part of the new education policy as well. I want to understand the broader framework of this. Do you think this new education policy, which of course has been prevalent for the country for decades, has now seen an overhaul? For example, when you have the common entrance examination, this is being seen as a game changer. What is your understanding?
Yeah, well, this is a very positive development. I would say education policy improvement is also a big thing. And this second major reform was much long overdue, right? All government job aspirant had to take multiple exams, right? They are aspiring for a government job post, but every exam is having different syllabus. So essentially, if they are, targeting one job, but they have to give multiple exams having different syllabus. Now, this development has ensured that now they have to prepare for a common syllabus where they can appear in one exam and they will be eligible for multiple of government jobs. And that's a wonderful development, I would say. I can give you one example where, a student appear because I'm training students for various government exams since last 7-8 years, right? Including SSC, banking and other railway exams. So every student who is aspiring for a government job usually takes 10 to 12 exams, and everywhere there is a different syllabus. So that is a big challenge for the students. Now in the current scenario, they have a common syllabus. They appear in one exam, and now they will be eligible for various other posts. Other thing which I found good here is that they have made a provision of having a centers at every district level. I have seen last year in railway exams, the students were moving to various other states actually to give the exam. Now they can give the exam at their local centers. So that's a very nice development actually, I would say. So and plus more.
Ravi, of course. Yeah. Please finish your point.
One more point I would like to add is that in the press conference it was mentioned that many girls' families are not they don't allow girls to go outside to give the exam, right? Having a center at a district, it is such a wonderful thing that the girls' participation is going to surely increase. And also, it will, just somewhere boost the morale of all the female candidates to appear in these exams, actually.
But of course, this education policy has come at a time when we are still in middle of a pandemic. Do you then think, of course, on paper, it's great, it's very aspirational, it's seen as a game changer, a lot of hurdles that we'd seen in the education system now, or maybe, going to be streamlined in the future. But is the implementation going to be a huge challenge?
Yeah, well, I think a constitution of NRA at this time, basically, a lot of students are skeptical since last day when it was announced. Actually, I'm getting many calls and messages. They are much worried. So I would say simply that a lot of students are confused because, whenever any change is happening, right, the ongoing student face the problems. They have been preparing with different syllabus. Now they are worrying what kind of syllabus they are going to give.
Yeah.
But I think rather than having a fear, we must accept the change. And I'm sure government will do the right thing to get it implemented. And I just want to, call to the government that if they implement it smoothly, it will be very good for the ongoing students, actually. But it's very much possible because it is online system of examination. Yeah. It is very much possible to have a very smooth process, actually.
Right. I want to understand from your perspective, and of course, everything has gone digital. The education system for India has gone digital because of the pandemic. And this is very new to our education system because traditionally we're used to a physical classroom with a chalk and a blackboard. And even the students and the teachers are used to that. For you, I want to understand how has the transition been? You deal with a lot of students. Has the transition been easier? Because this is something that we're going to see in the future in the new education policy as well. So this is a kind of a stepping stone for the future. Has that transition been easy? Have the teething issues now been ironed out?
Right. I would say situation has been, much better right now because more or less students were, learning online actually. But the pandemic has, made the process becoming little quick. Right. So there were many students who were more adapt to, the offline model, but now they are switching completely to the online. So I would say, but due to availability of the technology, it has been good for many players. They are moving online. So I don't think any major issues are there, because earlier also government job aspirant were following YouTube channel for their preparation. So more or less, it has sped the process of offline converting into online, and that's a very good thing also, because online has a lot of advantage over offline coaching model. If you say students can learn from their home, they can save a lot of money also, and they can get access to the quality educators who may not be available in their local districts or local towns actually. So it is a great leveler, like a common
Yeah.
eligibility test is being made. I think having access to quality teachers also is a good thing through online media actually.
Okay, a great leveler. Then we'll leave the conversation there. Ravi, appreciate you joining us here on India Ahead and giving us those inputs.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.